Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexey, and today what we're gonna be doing is take a look at presonus FaderPort V2. So presonus FaderPort V2 is a wonderful controller which can help you to speed up your workflow, and of course it will help you to write any kinds of volume automations. So first of all, let's take a look at our first section of our FaderPort controller, which includes play and pause button. If we press our play button once, it will start playing our project.
And I'm so fucking high, it seems it ain't no coming down. Money counter broken, you know that may take a while. She say she don't get on the first date, I'm saying how.
If we press second time on our play button, it will pause our project. Also, we can use stop button here to stop our playback in our project.
She asked me could she earn my trust, but that may take a while. I'm throwing.
If we press our stop button second time, it will go back a little bit, and if we press hard enough on our stop button, it will go at the beginning of our project. Then we have our loop button here. So if you highlighted some area in your project and you wanna loop this area, you can use this little loop button here to highlight your loop section in your project.
And I'm so fucking high, it seems it ain't no coming down. Money counter broken, you know that may take a while. She say she don't get on the first date, I'm saying how. She asked me could she earn my trust, but that may take a while.
Then we have two green buttons, rewind and fast forward. By using rewind we can go back in our project, and by using fast forward we can go forward in our project. If we press these two buttons at the same time, so our playback will go at the beginning of our project. And finally, in our first section, we have a record button. By pressing a record button, we can start recording our instrument.
And I'm so fucking high, it seems it ain't no coming down. Money counter broken, you know that may take a while.
Then we have our second section, which includes next buttons: link, pen, channel, scroll, master, click, section, and marker. So let's start with our link button. If we choose link mode by pressing link button here, and if we open any plugin, for example, let's open our Slate Digital Virtual Mix Rack. So here we can choose any plugin to link to our FaderPort. So, for example, we can click here by using our mouse, and then by using our jog wheel, we can control input of our virtual channel when we are in a link mode. Then, for example, we can click here. Now we can control what kind of console we want to use on our virtual channel for our mix. The same about EQs, so we can click here by using our mouse first of all, and then by using jog wheel we can start EQing our audio track. If we press Shift and click, so now we are in a lock mode. When we are in a lock mode, we can use our main fader to control volume on our clap audio channel, and by using our jog wheel we can control volume on our 808 audio channel. Then we have our pen mode. In this case we can use our jog wheel for penning to the left and to the right. And we can use our fader to control the volume of our audio channel. If we press Shift and Pen, so we will be in our flip mode. And in this case, we will be using our fader to control the panning. And we can use our jog wheel to control the volume. Then we have our channel mode. So in the channel mode, by using jog wheel, we can choose any channel we want to work with. If we press Shift and Channel, so we will be in our channel lock mode. So in our channel lock mode, we can use any channel to work with, and we can still control the volume of our crash audio channel by using our main fader. Then we have our scroll mode. So in our scroll mode, we can use our jog wheel for scrolling. If we press Shift and scroll, we will be in our zoom mode. So in our zoom mode, we can use our jog wheel for zooming our audio files. Then we have our master mode. In our master mode, we can use jog wheel to control volume on our master channel. And in this case, we can use our main fader to control volume on any audio channel. So for example, I can use our fader to control volume on our snare audio channel. And I can use jog wheel to control volume on our master channel. If we press Shift and Master, so the secondary function will be F1. Then we have our click mode. So in this case, when you are in a click mode and by pressing play button, you can hear the click.
Marriage just like Jeopardy, so I can't take no vow. Hustle been retarded, that me, I'm wildin' out. They talked about me bad behind my back when we were friends. Never thought we would be killers or get rich when we were kids. Was taught to keep it silent while you others play pretending. Shout out to all my niggas on the bill while in.
If we press Shift and click, we will be in our audio editing mode. Then we have our section mode. So by pressing Shift and Section, it will open our mixer window. And finally, we have our marker mode. So in our marker mode, we can use our jog wheel to create markers anywhere we want to in our project. And by pressing Shift and Marker, it will open our browse window. So in this case, we will be in our F4 mode. Then we have our section, which includes 3 buttons: Previous, Jog Wheel, and Next. So by pressing Previous button, we can switch between audio channels. And by pressing Next button, we can switch between audio channels again. Then we have our final section, and the first button here is Solo button. So by pressing Solo button, we can solo our audio channel, or we can solo a couple of audio channels, and by pressing Shift and Solo, we can unsolo our audio channels. Then we have our Mute button. So by pressing Mute button, we can mute our audio channels, or we can mute our audio channel. And again, by pressing Shift and Mute, we can unmute our audio channels. Then we have our Arm button. So by pressing our Arm button, we can prepare our audio channels for recording. Then we have our Bypass button. By pressing Bypass button, we can bypass plugins on our audio channel. By pressing Shift and Bypass, we can bypass all of our plugins on all our audio channels, including our master channel. Then we have Touch, Write and Read modes for writing down any kinds of automations. So in this case, let's say I want to write down volume automation for our kick. So I should press here to be in our write mode, so we can write down volume automation for our kick. Then I should press play and start using our fader to write down volume automation for our kick. After writing down our automation, to play our automation, I should choose our read mode. So now we can see our volume automation for our kick. And by pressing play button, our fader will be moving according to our volume automation. If we want to change our volume automation and we want to undo some actions, we should press our Shift and our previous button to undo our previous actions. Or if we want to redo our actions, we should press Shift and Next button. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you liked this video. If you want to buy presonus FaderPort V2, you will find a link in the info box of this video. And presonus FaderPort V2 is the best tool to speed up your workflow, and of course it's the best tool to write any kinds of automation to make your mixes sound more dynamic, more unique and much better. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.